Good morning, everyone. This is Kelly from Divine Messages and the High Priestess Tarot. Today, I'm going to be doing an all signs forecast for the week of April 17th, starting with Aries all the way to Pisces. Okay? So let's get started. Beginning with Aries. Spirit, what messages and advice do you have for Aries this week? What messages and advice do you have for Aries this week? By the way, I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot, and I'll be clarifying with the Tarot of Mystical Moments today. Okay, so Aries, I'm getting the Ace of Pentacles, I'm getting the Nine of Cups, and I'm getting the Four of Swords. So what I'm strongly getting for you for the upcoming week, Aries, is that you really need to focus on healing yourself. You really need to take the time to focus on you and you alone and not worry about everybody else right now. You really need to take time out, whether that means, to do a little meditation, take long walks, go see your girlfriends, go get a massage, whatever that means to you. It's a me week, okay? So take some time if you can to look after yourself, because if you don't take care of you, you're not going to be good to anybody else. You do have the Nine of Cups here with that Four of Swords in reverse, so that indicates that you need to demonstrate this self-love right now. You need to feel emotionally abundant. You need to feel emotionally secure within yourself, because I am seeing that for the upcoming week, there may have been some kind of missed opportunity, or there might be a missed opportunity this week. So it's very important that you focus on yourself. Okay, let's get some clarification for this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, I'm getting the Seven of Pentacles. You may have been working on something for a long time, like a long-term investment or some kind of project that you've been working on, and you've been waiting and waiting to be able to reap the harvest and kind of, reap what you've sown, so to speak. But again, what I'm strongly getting is that if you don't take care of you this week and take some time for self-love, that opportunity is going to be missed. Okay, so that's what I have for you for this week, Aries. Okay, so let's move into Taurus and see what's going on. Okay. So, Spirit, can you give me some messages for my Taurus viewers for the week of April 17th, please? Thank you. So far, we have the Eight of Swords. We have another one that wants to come out. And we have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Two of Pentacles. All right, so Taurus, what I'm strongly getting here is that there may be someone, excuse me, that you are currently involved in that is demonstrating some kind of romantic energy towards you. And it may be that this person is, kind of demonstrating, romantic gestures, hearts and flowers, letting you know that they feel enamored with you. But remember that knights can be a little bit inconsistent, and they can just as easily pull that energy back. So, just be careful with that moving forward this week. I am seeing this Eight of Swords, which is showing me that you may be feeling, stuck or bound or tied to this person for some reason. But the reason that you feel that way is because you have a mindset that is kind of self-defeating or possibly self-limiting. Okay, because with this Nine of Wands, it is showing me that you kind of want to give up on this. scenario, because this person with this Five of Pentacles is kind of making you feel like a sense of lack, like a sense of maybe not being included, or, you kind of feel like a little bit of abandonment or being shoved aside. So maybe, that's why you're kind of feeling like maybe you're stuck, but you're actually not. You have this Two of Pentacles card, which indicates to me, Taurus, that you should be this week like juggling two options and kind of weighing your options to see what you want to do in order to arrive at a place of balance for yourself. Because with this person, with this inconsistent energy, it may be causing you, some discrepancies, like in your headspace, like, should I stay? Should I go? You kind of feel like you're tied to this person, yet you're not satisfied. So that's what I'm strongly getting here with this Two of Pentacles. Like, you're trying to weigh your options to make a decision. Okay, Taurus? So that's what I have for you. All right, let's move on to Libra. Again, this is a generalized weekly forecast for each sign. Okay, we started with Aries, we just did Taurus, and now we're going to do Libra. And again, I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot, and I'm clarifying with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Okay, so here we go for Libra. Spirit, can I have some messages for Libra for the week of April 17th, please? Thank you. We have way too many. You don't want all those, Libra. Can I have some messages for Libra for this week, please? Okay. So I'm getting the Six of Cups in reverse. I'm getting the Strength card, Major for Leo, in reverse. And I'm getting the Eight of Wands in reverse. So Libra, it is looking like you may be receiving a message this coming week, or communication, or a conversation this week that may kind of be misconstrued, or there may be some kind of miscommunication about a specific topic or something that's going on right now in your life. Because with the Strength card in reverse, you maybe have not been feeling all that strong. You maybe have felt like you've had to kind of rely on yourself to get through something, and this has been very difficult for you. You're feeling like a little bit defeated and depleted, and this may involve possibly a relationship that you have had with a person that has been in your life for quite some time, where the memories lately between the two of you have not been that good. These are like unhappy memories, things that have been making you sad, which has been making you feel, like I said, depleted and very unhappy. And possibly in this coming week, you're going to have this conversation. But the conversation may be misleading, or it may be misconstrued, or there may be some miscommunication going on here about this person or this situation. Okay, so let me clarify this Eight of Wands, please. Too many. Okay, I'm getting the Empress. So this may have to do with somebody that represents the mother or a wife in this situation. This is the person who does like the nurturing in the family. She's the one who maintains the balance and the flow in the family, brings things to fruition. She's kind of like the one who keeps the peace, keeps the energy, keeps the calm going. And for some reason, you have not been feeling in your element, right? You've been feeling like very tired, feeling like you can't rely on yourself in order to handle the situation that has been making you very upset and very sad. All right, so that's what I see for this coming week of April 17th, is some kind of miscommunication or some kind of conversation that may be misconstrued. There may even be a delay in receiving that message for some reason. All right, because typically, the Eight of Wands represents communication that's coming in very fast, but for some reason, when it's in reverse, it has to do with like, possibly message or conversation being delayed for whatever reason. Okay. Especially if you're trying to receive something in the mail or possibly an email about something, there may be a delay as well. Okay. So let's move on to Gemini. Okay, Spirit, can I have some messages for Gemini for the week of April 17th, please? What can Geminis expect next week? April 17th, please. Okay. So Gemini, I'm pulling the Three of Pentacles, I'm pulling the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm pulling the Two of Wands. So Gemini, next week, you may have to make a decision about something that involves your future. Okay. You may be feeling like you're at a crossroads in terms of you working collaboratively or cooperatively with another person in order to arrive at a completion of something or an end game or some kind of finished project. There needs to be some collaboration here. Okay. And you need to make a decision about that. Okay. Now, this may involve an earth sign, a mature feminine energy, could be a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. It doesn't have to be. The Queen of Pentacles is typically somebody who's very nurturing, very mothering, takes care of the home, takes care of the kids, makes sure everybody's okay. It may involve that person or someone who embodies that energy. And I'm also pulling this King of Cups, which is a mature masculine energy, could be a water energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. Somebody who's very nurturing, very giving, very generous. Somebody who's very loving. He's stable in his ability to give love and receive love. So it may involve these two people. It may be one of you in this reading, but this is definitely a decision where you're going to have to decide whether or not you want to stay in this current arrangement or this situation, or if you want to move forward in a different direction. That's what I'm strongly getting. Okay, Gemini. All right. So this is what I have for you for this week. Let's move on. We are going now into the sign of Scorpio. Right. Again, this is a generalized weekly forecast for the week of April 17th for all signs. Moving on to Scorpio. Okay. All right. Spirit. What messages do you have for Scorpios for next week, April, the week of April 17th? What messages or advice do you have for my Scorpio viewers for the week of April 17th? Okay. I'm pulling the Two of Swords in reverse. I'm pulling the Ace of Cups. And I'm pulling the King of Wands. Okay, so Scorpios, you may be offered a new opportunity here next week. You may be offered a new opportunity in love. You might meet someone new. You may be receiving an apology from somebody that you're already involved with. That would give you guys an opportunity to kind of have a refresh or a restart. I am seeing that you're having a very hard time making a decision next week about something where you're going to have to be logical about this decision, a head over heart decision with this Two of Swords, and it's giving you quite a bit of trouble. This may have to do with a fire sign with this King of Wands card coming up. This could be Leo, Sagittarius, or it could be just somebody who embodies that fiery energy. But this is what I'm strongly seeing for you next week for Scorpio. Okay, so tell me about this Ace of Cups, please. Tell me about this Ace of Cups, please. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups for Scorpio. Okay, I'm pulling the Fool, Major for Aries, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so we have another fire sign here. This is about you possibly having a new beginning. kind of throwing caution to the wind, taking a leap of faith, and kind of going off on a new adventure or starting over or having a new beginning. And with the Seven of Cups coming up here, it's showing me that you're going to have a lot of options. You're going to have a lot of choices ahead of you in terms of whatever it is that you choose once you make this decision, this head over heart decision, being logical about something that's going on in your life, because it is showing that you might have a new opportunity here. Okay, Scorpio? All right, so let's go to the sign of Cancer now. Okay. Thank you for your patience with the shuffling. All right. Okay. So, Spirit, please give me some messages for the sign of Cancer. What messages or advice do you have for the week of April 17th for my Cancer viewers, please? All right, so for Cancer, I'm pulling the Strength card in reverse, major for Leo. I'm pulling the Ten of Swords, and I'm pulling the Four of Cups in reverse. So Cancer, you may be feeling like you're very disinterested or bored in your current situation or in your relationship with your current person. And as a result of that, you feel like you're just not interested in hearing what they have to say right now. You may be feeling like this setup is just not good enough for you right now. And you feel like you just want to kind of go off a little bit on your own and kind of withdraw your energy and pull back from this relationship right now and kind of go it alone a little bit and give yourself a time, like a hot minute to just like think things through, process how you're feeling, process your emotions, and figure out, what your next step will be. Because I am seeing with this Ten of Swords that there may be some kind of ending here, an ending of something that may have been psychologically and emotionally very painful for you. And because of that, you really need to take the time to kind of process all of this. I am seeing the Strength card in reverse, which also indicates that you may have been feeling very tired, very depleted, feeling very defeated about whatever this ending was that caused you some pain. Okay, so let's go to, some clarification for this Ten of Swords. Okay, Cancer. Let's see. Whoop, too many cards. Clarification for the Ten of Swords. Okay, I'm getting the Ten of Cups here. Yeah, there's some kind of situation going on where there was some kind of ending, and as a result, you feel like your home life it's very disharmonious. The energy between everyone is very off kilter. There's a lot of imbalance here going on. So what I'm strongly getting for next week, Cancer, is you definitely pulling back your energy and taking that time that you need in order to process your emotions and figure out where you're going with this. Okay, that's what I have for you, Cancer. All right, so let's go to the sign of Virgo now. Excuse me. All right, remember, this is an all signs weekly forecast for the week of April 17th. We're going through the astrological calendar, starting with Aries, and we'll be finishing with Pisces. Okay, so we're moving on to Virgo now. Spirit, what messages or advice do you have for my Virgo viewers for the upcoming week of April 17th? Advice for Virgo for the week of April 17th, please. Okay. So I'm getting the Fool in reverse, major for Aries. I'm getting the Knight of Swords, and I'm getting also the Knight of Wands. Wow. All right. So Virgo, there I'm getting two energies here of two people that may be a little bit inconsistent or unreliable. One of these people has like a fire energy about them. This could be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. Doesn't have to be. The other person may be an air energy. This could be a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra. But both of these energies are kind of very willful energies. They're moving toward things, but they can just as easily pull their energy back and move in an opposite direction. Okay, I am showing the Fool card here. So it may be, it's in reverse. So it may be next week, Virgo, that you are going to be having a difficult time making a decision about possibly staying with one of these energies or moving away and going toward another one of these energies. It's possible that you are contemplating two different people here moving on into next week. Okay. The Knight of Swords is somebody that can be very impulsive, very driven, very hyper focused on what their goal is, but they can just as easily be very rash and very reckless in their decision making, which can lead to a lot of confusion. The other person is this Knight of Wands, which is somebody who is very passionate, somebody who is very driven, somebody who typically has very good self-esteem. They go after what they want. But again, both of these energies, they can move in one direction and they can equally, just as easily pull back their energy and go back in a different direction. So there's a lot of confusion going on here is what I'm seeing. And it's definitely showing up in this Fool energy because you may feel actually foolish, or you might actually feel a little bit embarrassed by something that may have happened. And right now you're very hesitant or very nervous about making a new decision where you would have to have a new beginning. For whatever reason. It's possibly that, one of you is one energy and your person is the other energy, but whatever it is, somebody's very hesitant here about having a new beginning. All right, so let me clarify this Fool card for you. Spirit, can we clarify the Fool in reverse, please, for Virgo? Okay, yeah, I'm getting the Four of Cups. So this is you possibly feeling like the energy from one of these people is just not good enough for you at this point. You may have become bored or disinterested or dissatisfied with this current situation, and as a result, you just feel like you're just not interested in what they have to offer or what they have to say right now, and you're kind of like withdrawing your energy. You're pulling back your energy from this situation right now in order to process, in order to, take the time that you need to emotionally sort out everything that's going on and take some time alone to kind of figure out what it is that you want. Okay, so that's what I'm strongly getting for you, Virgo. Okay, all right, let's move on to Leo. All right, we're moving on to Leo. Again, this is an all signs weekly forecast reading for the week of April 17th. All right, moving on to Leo. Okay. All right. So, Spirit, can I please have some advice for, excuse me, my Leo viewers for the week of April 17th? What advice do you have for Leos for the week of April 17th? Okay, right away, I'm getting this Five of Swords energy. And I'm also getting the Chariot in reverse, major for Cancer, and I'm getting the Temperance, major for Sagittarius. So what I'm strongly getting here, Leos, is Spirit is letting you know that next week you're really going to have to pull back your energy and kind of temper your emotions. You're going to have to kind of put yourself in a place of feeling very balanced and very level. And the reason that you're going to have to do that is because there's someone here that may be next week really trying your patience with this Five of Swords energy. This is somebody who sometimes can be a little bit narcissistic, very me, always has to kind of have the upper hand in any arguments or any decision making that you guys are doing. This is somebody who kind of takes advantage of situations and somehow always makes everything about them, whether it's intentionally or even in like a passive aggressive way. This is somebody who always somehow manages to make everything all about them. And Spirit is strongly showing that you are going to need to really maintain that leveled, kind of demeanor, that balance, that kind of ease of flow kind of going through you in terms of dealing with this person next week. Because if you don't, you're not going to be successful and you're not going to be able to move toward whatever it was that you guys are working toward or whatever you're working toward. Okay, that's what I'm strongly seeing here. So let's clarify this Chariot card and see what's going on for Leo. Okay, so I'm getting a few cards here. I'm getting the Five of Wands in reverse. I'm getting the Six of Pentacles, and I'm getting the Star. Yeah, so what I'm strongly getting here, back to that Chariot in reverse, where you won't be able to kind of move forward to your goals. It's also showing up here as the Star, which is major for Aquarius. This is you like feeling like right now everything stinks. Right now, like everything is like not working out in terms of your hopes and dreams and things that you wanted for yourself. I am seeing the Six of Pentacles energy in reverse, which is strongly suggesting that there possibly is not like a 50-50 setup here in the relationship with this Five of Swords person, whoever this might be. And this is somebody who is not contributing equally to a relationship or to a situation. It could even be financially. This person's not contributing equally. And as a result, you feel like there's a little bit of like a breadcrumbing energy where this person is just giving you just enough to keep you quiet, but it's not enough for you. I am also seeing this Five of Wands energy, which is you releasing or wanting to release next week all of this like drama and this arguing and this like strife that you guys have been going through, because the Five of Wands has to do with like a very competitive, like combatant type of energy. And this is you trying to like release that and get rid of it. So again, this Temperance card is really key. I'm strongly getting that Spirit wants you to kind of try to keep calm and keep cool next week. Keep that balance in dealing with this person, or else you're not going to be successful in whatever it is that you're moving toward for yourself for next week. Okay. All right, Leos. So let's move on to Capricorn now. Okay. Let's move on to Capricorn. And then we'll follow that with Sagittarius, Aquarius, and then Pisces. I'm not doing these in order, but that's okay. I'm kind of pulling them as I feel them. So, okay. I don't know if you guys can hear my chickens in the background. They're laying some eggs this morning. Be a little noisy, the ladies, when they're laying eggs. All right, Capricorns. Let's see what Spirit has in store for you for next week. Okay. Spirit, what messages or advice do you have for Capricorns for the week of April 17th? What messages? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Sun, major for Leo. We have the Emperor, major for Aries, and we have the Seven of Wands. So what I'm strongly getting, Capricorns, is that you may be dealing with an Aries or somebody that represents this Emperor energy. The Emperor is a very strong-willed kind of leader type of personality, somebody who takes care of business, somebody that kind of takes care of the kingdom, so to speak. Like this is like the father, the husband, the one who makes the rules, enforces the rules. This is somebody who, expects the rules to be adhered to. Can be somebody who's a little bit domineering or somebody who's a little bit difficult at times because they want everything their way. You do have the Seven of Wands here, and it's showing me that possibly either you or your person is not willing to give up on something. You're involved in something that you're not willing to throw in the towel on, right? This is something that you're willing to fight for. You're defending your position. You're defending this relationship, whatever it is, or something that you're working towards. But ultimately next week, Capricorn, I am showing that it's going to have a happy conclusion here with the Sun card coming out. The Sun represents illumination. It has to do with feeling joyous, feeling successful and happy. So whatever it is that you've been fighting for, I see that there's going to be a happy ending. And I am pulling this Ten of Swords, which is showing me that something may be finally over, something that you had to deal with that was very, very painful. You have successfully, or you will next week, close out the cycle, move past that, and then again have this happy, joyous kind of ending to whatever the situation was. So good for you for not giving up. Okay, Capricorns. All right, let's go to Sagittarius now. And then we'll follow with Aquarius and then finally Pisces. Okay, moving on to Sagittarius. Okay. All right, Spirit. Can I have some advice or messages for my Sagittarius viewers for the week of April 17th, please? Too many. Advice or messages for Sagittarians for the week of April 17th. All right, so first out, I'm getting the Six of Swords, I'm getting the Sun, and I'm getting the Nine of Swords. Okay, so for Sagittarians, what I'm strongly getting is you are moving away from something that has not served you, or something that you feel was like very tumultuous or troublesome in your life. I see that you are moving away from that energy. You're kind of traveling, whether it's physically moving or, psychologically or emotionally moving away from a dark period in your life, and you're moving to calmer energy, more peaceful, more relaxing energy for yourself. I am showing the Sun, which is major for Leo. That card just came out before for Capricorn as well. What I'm strongly seeing is that, there's going to be some illumination here to a matter, and there's going to be a sense of happiness, success, and joy once you move away from this energy and leave the past in the past, because I am seeing with this Nine of Swords that you have been all up in your head about this business, whatever it is. You've been feeling very anxious, very worried, maybe losing sleep, insomnia, really, really all up in your head, and it's been very problematic for you. So the fact that you are leaving this energy behind is a very good thing I'm showing with this Sun. So okay, thank you. So yes, so this Page of Wands. So I am showing that possibly you or someone that you're involved in may have an idea or may have this kind of thought of pursuing something new, where you may be very passionate about this, something that you're very driven toward, or some kind of hobby or some kind of new beginning where you feel that this will have a lot of growth and a chance for potential here. Okay, so that's what I'm strongly getting for you, Capricorns. All right, I'm sorry, Sagittarians. That's what I'm strongly getting for you. Let's pull one more for that. This is a all signs reading for Sagittarians. Okay. And it may have to do with the Knight of Cups. Somebody may be pursuing you. Somebody may be coming towards you with some loving energy, some romantic energy. So it is possible that maybe you are going to leave something in the past that no longer served you, and you are moving toward something new that you feel might be potentially much better for you. Okay. And I am seeing success here with the Sun. Okay, so that's good news, Sagittarians. All right, let's go to Aquarius now. Let's go to Aquarius and we'll finish up with Pisces, okay? This is an all signs reading. Weekly forecast for April 17th. Okay. By the way, for those of you who have been watching, I've been using the Shadowscapes Tarot, and I'm clarifying with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I do get a lot of questions about which decks I use, which decks I prefer. I have so many at this point. Sometimes I can't even remember their names. Okay, so again, this is for Aquarius. Okay. Spirit, can I have some advice for my Aquarius viewers for the week of April 17th, please? Thank you. We have some cards that have come out already. We have the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Let's get one more. Thank you. All right, and we have four here. So, okay, we also have the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So what I'm strongly getting here, Aquarius, is that you may have been fighting with someone or arguing or kind of feeling a lot of competition from someone about choices moving forward. You're being presented with some kind of new opportunity here, okay? And there are choices. Some of them may be confusing. There may be some illusion or even delusion about what's appropriate and what choices you'd be better suited for. But there's definitely some kind of arguing or competition or fighting about these choices and which ones would be the best in terms of moving forward. I am seeing the Seven of Pentacles energy also, which does speak to you possibly investing in something in the long term, or this could be a long-term investment with a person where you're waiting patiently to kind of reap what you've sown. Like you're waiting to kind of have that harvest for time and money and emotion that you've invested in here. If this is a person, and I am seeing the Nine of Cups, and this investment possibly has led you to feel on your own that you are emotionally very satisfied. You feel very good. You feel a lot of self-love right now, and you feel like, you've done well for yourself. Maybe there was like some kind of healing process that had to go on here in order for you to arrive at that, because I am pulling the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is indicating that possibly there was some kind of heartache or heartbreak involved in this situation, and somehow you've been able to make choices for yourself, or you will start to make choices for yourself that will ultimately lead to you feeling a great sense of self, reaching your hopes and dreams. This is like a wish fulfillment card, this Nine of Cups, and it has to do with the choices that you're going to make, and something that you've been sitting on for a long time and waiting patiently to kind of reap the rewards of that, those choices, or something that you feel is going to make you very happy in the near future. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aquarius. And lastly, we're going to check out Pisces. Okay, thank you for your patience. I know that with the shuffling it takes a little bit, but I had some extra time today, so I said, you know what, I did all my signs this week. Let me do a weekly forecast for everybody. Okay, Pisces. Let's see what's going on. Okay. All right, Spirit, what messages or advice? Ooh, quick. What messages or advice do you have for my Pisces viewers? I'm getting the Fool in reverse, major for Aries. I'm getting the Nine of Wands in reverse, and I've also just pulled the Knight of Cups in reverse. So Pisces, what I'm strongly getting is you may be wanting to throw in the towel here. You may be wanting to give up on a certain situation or even a certain person, okay? And the reason that you may want to do that is because with this Knight of Cups energy in reverse, you just feel like this person maybe is playing you, Possibly, this is someone who's bringing a lot of romance to the table, a lot of passion to the table, but then they turn around and they retract that energy just as easily, making you feel very confused. They may be using that romantic energy sometimes to get what they want, but then they can just as easily pull it back and kind of make you feel like, a little off balance because you felt like this was somebody that maybe had loving feelings for you, and then they act differently, maybe a few days down the road. And this is like this back and forth inconsistent energy. I am also showing the Fool card in reverse, which is possibly somebody, probably you, being afraid or nervous to have a new beginning, to kind of like throw caution to the wind and kind of say, I'm just going to, not overthink this. I'm going to, try something new. There's hesitancy here. Okay. Now this could be something related to you in the past having to put down a very emotionally burdensome load, right? Some kind of like something that you've been carrying around on your back, like emotional heaviness or psychological heaviness. Maybe you've been working a tremendous amount of hours and you are just exhausted, and you just want to unload that. You want to get rid of this burden off your back and move forward. But something is telling me here that possibly, with this Fool card in reverse, that you're not quite sure that you want to take a leap of faith and maybe pursue this with this person. And most likely you're kind of wanting to just throw in the towel here because the energy is very inconsistent. So let me see one more about this Knight of Wands. Yeah, and the Three of Cups. There may be a third person here. There may be some kind of a third person situation, or this could just be that you guys are just not going to be able to have a reunion or have some kind of reconciliation here because something's off here with the energy. There's like too much back and forth, too much inconsistency here, and I'm strongly getting that you just want to like unload that and let it go. You're ready to throw in the towel on this one, Pisces. All right, so that's what I see for next week. All right, so guys, thank you for hanging in with all of the shuffling. I'm just going to pull a few overall cards about the energy for next week. All right, so I'm getting the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So what I'm strongly getting, everybody, for all my viewers, is next week we can expect some kind of brand new opportunity, possibly in love, possibly an apology coming in, because with the Seven of Wands in reverse, somebody is just tired of always being defensive and always being, put like in a position where you have to defend your opinions, defend what you want. Maybe you feel like you're not being heard. Maybe you feel like, your person's not paying attention to you. So it could be that somebody, it will apologize to you or kind of offer some brand new solution next week. Okay. With this Ace of Cups. All right, guys. So this is what I have for y'all, for next week. I hope you've enjoyed this, all signs, weekly forecast for next week, for the week of April 17th. I hope you have a wonderful week. Please look for your individual postings next week for your readings, and God bless. Take care.